once upon a time, I used to have this obnoxious 80s jet ski. It was really loud, and I used to ride by the Orca place in SeaWorld and just whip donuts and ruin the show. People are like, look at that guy, he's an asshole. Oops, can I say that? Anyways.
How would that ruin the show?
Because it was so loud and no one could hear anything. But you could pull up like right behind the whale exhibit, you know, like for the Orca show.
Poor orcas. But I get it.
So why do I support this? If this were to scale, this would be the size of the habitat it needs to be in. However, it's obviously just barely large enough for the animal to be in. It'd be the equivalent of you or I being in a prison cell, and obviously we know how that goes down.
I agree with this bill to support orca welfare and the Health Act, because I think that the treatment of the orcas has been terrible in captivity, and I think we should do everything as we can as citizens to support nature and the animals that live here in the world that we share together.
Actually, just starting to get familiar with it because we lived up north in the country. But yeah, I've heard quite a bit about the orcas. The way they're treated is not very humane.
Correct.
So now I'm going to sit and watch the videos.
Are you a California resident?
Yes, I am.
Well, then you can sign today. This just tells your state assembly member that you support AB 2140.
Okay.
And urges them to bring it back to committee and vote to pass it.
Okay, to protect them, huh? To take them out of the bondage.
Right. It would ban captive breeding, trafficking, and using whales for entertainment in California.
It was down in Florida they even had issues with the orca, I guess.
Yeah, there's another SeaWorld there. Yep.
And so California here is taking a very active role and following through, you know.
Yeah. It's time, huh?
Maintaining, yeah, because you know what I'm going to tell you, I have a rabbit and I couldn't keep it caged up. And rabbits, you know, yeah, a lot of you know what they do.
Yep, they're messy.
Yes, exactly. So I said, no, I can't keep them caged up. So, yeah, you free them. You free them. Yes, indeed. Wow, you have going on.
Well, thank you.
First and foremost, I think you should go check out the documentary Blackfish. That's definitely what opened my eyes. I knew SeaWorld was doing some bad things when it comes to animal captivity, but you really don't put it all into perspective until you see it firsthand. And I think that's the closest thing that brought me to attention. And the more people we can get, the more people we have to support this bill, and the more chances we are closer to get the orcas saved.
My name's Eden. I just watched this documentary, Blackfish, and it was absolutely appalling. I've been going there since I was a kid because you expect to go there and admire the animals and find out what they're about, and the irony is they're being abused, and it's just, I think it's a disgrace. I'm vegetarian, I'm an animal lover, even people who are animal lovers, should be defending this. I don't think this is right at all, and I don't think it's going to change unless someone stands up.
When you say, with the movie really made you think about it, but didn't you think in all the years that you went, didn't you ever just think it was wrong?
Oh, absolutely, and that's why it was like a facade. I've been going there for years thinking I was going there to appreciate the animals and thinking the people who worked there had the same passion, and it's just, it doesn't mean anything when
but just keeping them in those small tanks is abusive, even if they're not treating them poorly. Just the fact that they're in, not being able to be in the wild where they're
and that's abuse on a human, not only an animal. That's neglect, and not only people but animals suffer from that. And I think people cease to understand that. I think something needs to be done about it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
In the hospital in the fall of last year, and I was not surprised by the treatment. And then today, I don't know why, but my intuition must be very strong, and I talked with a gentleman at work, and I just got off from work, about this issue of animals and their strong instincts, and they're as wild as they're going to be, and we're born that way, and we're trying to domesticate them. They react with their own instincts, and then we become surprised that they act that way toward us. So that's basically my, my statement.
So you saw the movie while you were in the hospital?
Yes, I saw the movie twice when I was in the hospital. So I spent a couple of weeks in there. I was ill, and then. But whether I saw the documentary or not, I was always concerned. I never really liked some of SeaWorld practices.
Yeah.
Personally, I prefer freedom, especially large animals like these. So.
All right, thank you. So did you see the movie Blackfish?
It's a funny thing, I actually have not, but I know what's in it. I know I can't hurt myself that much anymore. Like, I've already gone there, so I don't want to,
Depressing.
Yeah, it's very depressing. I know what goes on with that, and that's why I'm signing this.
So I went to school for animal science, and it was only after fully educating myself on the entire animal industry that I realized that we've gone too far in too many areas, specifically with not only farm animals, but wildlife animals such as orcas that SeaWorld is using for their own pleasures, their own profit and entertainment. It's really important that the voters support the Welfare and Safety Act for the orcas. That way we can bring it back into the assembly and help continue to protect these animals.
What SeaWorld does to animals is absolutely deplorable, treating them like commodities and psychologically messing them up. Fuck SeaWorld, there should just be a big organic farm that's biodiverse in the place of it, and it would feed the entire San Diego. Much more productive use of that zoning. Boycott SeaWorld.
So my name is Marina. About the Blackfish movie, I haven't seen it yet, but I do have I'm very strongly opinionated to the fact that I think that it's not fair that they don't have a voice to speak. They can't tell us, they can't defend themselves. They're creatures just like all of us. Just because we're able to speak doesn't mean we have more power over, the animals that can't speak. I mean, we should all treat each other fairly, including the animals, including them. I mean, we have all the space we can take to go run, to go, bike riding, whatever it is, and they should have the space to go swim wherever they please.
In the oceans.
In the ocean,
yes. Out of the tanks.
Out of the tanks.
Thank you.
Well, personally, I feel that God put the creatures where He wanted them, and it seemed like His idea for the orcas were to give them the entire ocean, and I don't think that they should be jailed or imprisoned for our entertainment.
I've actually seen the movie, and what I think is they're like kind of invading them. They're keeping them caged up when they belong in the sea, like trying to swim everywhere. So I think they're just invading them,
Invading their life, lifestyles.
So the trainers, they shouldn't go in there if they're not as trained at first of all. And then second of all,
don't you think it's wrong to keep them in those tiny tanks when they
exactly.
typically?
They should be in the ocean, because it's like they're big already. They shouldn't be in no little cage. Because it's pretty small. I mean, for us it's pretty big, but for them it's pretty small. So I think it's just wrong from the trainer's part.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for signing today.
All right.
The movie was a great insight on the cruelty that is done upon these animals. And it gave me better insight on what's going on, opposed to just going to SeaWorld and having a good time. There's deeper things going on, clearly. So save the orcas.